Hi, this is Rhonda from The Best in Me, coming to you Monday, June 1st. I can't believe it's June already. We're in a new month. We're heading into the full summer weather. It's a nice evening. I'm sitting out on the deck. And tonight I wanted to talk about something that's a little bit more serious than things that I usually talk about. It is concerning changes that happen after you experience weight loss surgery. And this doesn't happen for everyone, but for me, it was hair loss. So I was aware that that's a problem for some people. I did research around it and found that there's a certain number of people who do experience some hair loss after they have weight loss surgery. And in most cases, it's because of the deficiencies in the nutrients and maybe not enough protein, collagen, or whatever. I'm not an expert, nor am I trying to be one, but just the general understanding that I had around why some people tend to lose hair. And prior to having weight loss surgery, I did take extra collagen, biotin, things like that to try to build up those levels so that I wouldn't necessarily experience hair loss, but I actually have. And one of the things that I wanted to show was the amount of hair that I recently lost. So I saved it. I wear my hair in braids, and my daughter does my hair, and she does a great job. But when you get your hair braided, you're not combing your hair all the time. So when you do comb it, some hair does come out. And I noticed that when I combed all of the braids out, washed, conditioned, I ended up with a chunk of hair. And I just wanted to kind of show you guys how much hair I lost. Now this is really fuzzy and there's some gray in it because I do have gray hair now. But it seemed like it was more than usual. And one of the things that I noticed was after I combed all through my hair and I realized that that much came out, it was thinner around the front. So what she did is she braided my hair, and she did a really good job because it doesn't look as thin as it really looked after I combed my hair. And I know that that can be alarming to see that. And again, I wasn't expecting that I was going to lose this much at one time, but that's probably what hair extensions and braids are for. They help cover those spots. But I just wanted to talk about it because you may or may not have heard about this, and you may have wondered what it really looked like. I mean, I've seen people have on their videos showing that their hair was thinner and showing like the edge lines and things like that, but this hair came out from all over my head. So there are different areas in my hair that I notice and I can feel are thinner. And I know it's only hair, I know it'll grow back, but it was a little alarming to see that much loss. And that just led me to really want to share this because early on when I first started my video journey, I wanted to make sure that the things that I talked about were things that were real and maybe things that you don't hear everywhere or that you don't actually see everywhere. So for me, that was pretty significant that it was that much hair, and I just want people to understand, what that's like to actually hold your hair in your hands that way. I'm gonna toss it, of course, but it was just to show you guys what it actually looked like, so that you could kind of see for yourself. And you may not even have that experience. Not everybody loses that much hair. So I don't want you to think that you're definitely gonna lose that much hair, because you may not. Some people don't lose any hair at all, but I did. And again, it's like understanding the benefit of taking your vitamins and what things you need to do to rebuild. Some things are really out of your control, and it's just your body has to go through its cycle. And hair gets replenished. It's not like it doesn't grow back. It will grow back. And I do deep condition, and take care that I oil my scalp. There's a lot of products that I use on my hair that actually keeps the hair healthy. It's just the thinning and the loss that I experienced was just probably a little more than I expected. So I just wanted you to be aware of that, so that if that does happen to you, you have a point of reference to see what it looks like. And as you'll see me as I keep going with my videos, you'll see as my hair does grow back. And I usually do wear braids like this, especially in the warmer weather, because it's just easier. It allows me to enjoy the summer more without stressing over hair and the pool and all of the things that I like to do in the summertime, especially now that I can do them. So you will see my hair through its journey, and it'll be what it'll be, and I'm not really that worried about how the outcome will be. It was just seeing it like that that was a little alarming for me. But I just want everyone to know that there are plenty of other things that may or may not be comfortable to talk about when it comes to weight loss, especially having weight loss surgery. There are a lot of side effects and things that you may not have expected or that people don't talk about. And some things, you know, are probably no big deal. It's nothing that's life-threatening, of course. I'm not talking about anything like that where it's serious, where you need medical attention, but just things that you just may not have realized would have been a factor after you had surgery. You know that I had some issues around drinking water and swallowing it. I'm over that now, but if I do drink water too fast, I do feel like a knot right here in my chest, which is still strange. I don't get it. So I sip and I don't guzzle water or any beverages anymore. I am able to drink some wine, so I do have an occasional glass of wine, or sometimes I mix the wine with juice like the Ocean Spray 5 or any kind of diet drink. I don't drink sodas, so I don't make spritzers, but I will have an occasional glass of wine with a little juice in it, and sometimes in a case like tonight, it's just wine. So it's fine, you know, I don't have any problems with that. But I just want to really share that some of the things that you will go through may be uncomfortable, or like I said, you may not have heard about it from someone else, but you know, I want you to share any questions that you have, because one of the things I want to have is a Q&A session for those who feel comfortable with asking questions about different things that I've gone through. I'll be honest and open with my answers. And the best way to do it, I think, is just to post below any questions you may have, and I will answer them, and then we'll do like a live Q&A where I can read some of those. I'll keep you anonymous. I'm not going to reveal your name or anything like that, but I think through that we help other people as we talk about it. There are other people that, you know, will benefit from hearing the question, because not all the time do people really come forth and ask it, because they may feel uncomfortable or just unsure, or don't want anybody to know because maybe they feel embarrassed about it. But I will definitely talk about whatever you give me a question for. I will give you my honest answer for. So I want you to know that. But there are a lot of changes that you're going to go through. The one change that I did talk about before was the dryness of my skin. When you lose a lot of weight, your skin doesn't snap back to the amount of weight that you're losing. So it's pretty normal to experience the sagging skin. But what I didn't realize that I would experience was the dryness of my skin. And it just felt very, I don't know, it felt like it didn't quite belong to me, if that makes any sense. I mean, it was a lot of dryness, but it also just felt kind of like it didn't belong to me. I don't know how else to put it. So when I started losing weight last year, I started realizing that, hey, you need to do some moisturizing. So I was using over-the-counter lotions. I was using things like Eucerin and different things, Aveeno, different commercial lotions and things like that. But they didn't moisturize my skin enough, and it didn't stay with my skin. So then I started using natural products. And through my experimenting and reading up on the benefits of using natural ingredients like shea butter and beeswax and avocado oil, I started making my own skincare line. And it's been amazing, because I could see the difference relatively quickly, like in my skin and the texture and tone of it, where it didn't look dry anymore. And if I put something on in the morning, it stayed with me all day. I recently had, I'd say recently because I think it was in March, I had a rash on my hand. And I think it was because I started putting bleach in the water. Now, I've always used bleach in dishwater, so I'm talking about dishwater. I was washing dishes, and when the virus first really kicked off, I think I started putting a little bit more than usual in there, and I ended up with this rash on my hand. And I'll share that picture so that you can clearly see it was rashed. And then after that, I started using my shea body butter on it, and it just healed it up relatively quickly. I think it was in about a week and a half or whatever. The texture changed, and then it faded all of the marks and stuff away. So I will post that, because I think that kind of showed like different areas of my body were like that. Maybe not the marks, but it was like this dryness and a roughness, and you'll be able to see that in the picture. I wish I had taken pictures of how dry and rough my skin was before, like other areas, like maybe my legs or my feet. But what I realized is after using that, like my skin tone got better. And when I say skin tone, I mean like the texture tone. I don't mean color, where I was talking about like the texture of it, where it was smooth and soft and protected. The moisture barrier that is created when I use the shea butter and beeswax combination in my products is amazing, because it really does protect your skin. It helps your skin against the barriers of things like chlorinated water. When you go swimming, people of color, we all know that when there's a lot of chlorine in the water, we get this ashy look to us, and it looks really unattractive. It doesn't look good. It makes you look drier than normal, and it does dry your skin out. So now that pool season's here, the shea body butter has the beeswax, and it has the shea butter, it has coconut oil in it, and those ingredients together really form a nice barrier for your skin, and they're also great for after shaving. It makes your skin very soft and smooth, and again protected, so you can feel it. And I'll put a link down here to how you can get some of that body butter. And right now I'm running a promotion. I started a survey to ask people what scents they really like, what scent combinations they like. I use all natural organic ingredients, and the essential oils that I use as the fragrance are USDA organic, so they're actually edible versions of the essential oils. Not that you're going to be eating it, but I just strongly believe whatever you put on your body, you should be able to put in your body as well. So we have a new scent that when I say we, it's me and my daughters actually help a lot with this. They have a really strong input into what scents they like. And the new one that we came up with was vanilla and grapefruit, and it smells amazing. It's sweet and it's fruity and it's citrusy. It has really a nice balance. So we have that as one of our new summer scents. But that got me to thinking, what things would you guys like in a scent when it comes to your body butters and lotions, and not just in the body butter, but also in things like our hand sanitizer, because we also have hand sanitizer. But the grapefruit vanilla, or vanilla grapefruit, is just amazing. It really smells nice. So I have some of the survey results. I'm going to be posting that with some of the ideas that people came up with. It's really amazing and creative. Please post any ideas you have down here, and I'll put a link to that survey as well so that you can take it. And I really hope to give you guys some of the products that you want in the sense that you want. And Father's Day will be here before we know it. So think about your men too, and the men who are watching and listening, think about some of the scents that you like as well, because it's not just for women. Women aren't the only ones who want smooth skin. You know, nobody wants to have really rough skin, and moisturizing our skin is so key to it looking its best and being its best. So yeah, feel free to participate in the survey, and I would love to hear your input as well. But I just wanted to share with you guys the thing about the hair, because again, it's not something you hear everybody talk about or actually show you. And I felt compelled to share that, because I know that it can really be alarming when it happens, and if you're prepared and you know what to expect, then it won't feel maybe as shocking as it felt to me. Again, I thought that I was prepared for what it would look like. I thought it would be just maybe a little hair here and there, but it really was a nice little ball of it that came out. But I still have hair, and I still look okay. And you tell me what you think. I mean, I know it's a little thin around the edges, but that's okay. My hair started thinning before I had the surgery around the edges, so that's just a heredity thing, and you know, it's part of the aging process, which I do embrace. But again, just wanted to share that with you guys. So if you have any questions, please post them below, and please subscribe so that you'll be the first to see me when I'm on YouTube again. So you'll be seeing more, maybe because I'll be giving you guys updates about the survey, and I'll also be touching base with you on the feedback that you give me. And I do want to have a Q&A, and I'll be posting when that will be coming up so that you guys are ready and that you can participate. And it'll be a live event, okay? So you guys have a wonderful evening. Enjoy your Monday. Stay safe. The world around us is a little bit crazy right now and hectic, so if you can stay home at all, please do so, and take care of yourselves and your family, and God bless. Have a good night.